We're going to talk about the TIG torch assembly. First of all, we have a tungsten, which is a thoriated tungsten for DC. We have a collet. The tungsten slides up into the collet, and we have a collet body. So first of all, we fit the collet body to the TIG torch, making sure that it's nice and tight. We put the collet and the tungsten in behind, and then we screw the back cap on. And the back cap will lock up the tungsten so it won't move. So we have it stuck out a little bit, we tighten the back cap up, and then we grab the nozzle, suitable for the size we're doing, and we screw the nozzle on. Again, make sure it's nice and tight. We now set the tungsten distance to about 5 to 8 mil out from the end of the nozzle. I'm going to talk about the assembling of the plasma torch. The plasma torch has an electrode which slips into there. We have a swirl ring, which is most important. When you drop it, please find it. Then we have a tip, which then goes and sits on the swirl ring, and then over all that we put the cap and we wind that on. When you're doing this, please remember to turn the machine off because there's high voltage in there and we wouldn't like to see anybody get hurt. Now we're going to set up the ATP160 for arc welding. I'm going to switch it into the stick mode. I'm going to adjust my amperage to around about 120 because I'm using a 3.2 electrode. I'm going to place my connection into the holder, place my electrode into the electrode holder, and now we're ready to weld. Now we're ready to strike our arc. I'll bring the electrode in and I'll just brush it on the job and the arc should start and we should keep going. Now I'm ready to set the ATP160 up on TIG. I take it from the stick mode, put it into the TIG mode, and adjust my amperage. For what I'm using, it will be around about 70 amps. I have my TIG torch here. I've sharpened my tungsten. The arc will not start until I push the button. I have my TIG torch connected, my control cable connected, and my earth connected, and now we're ready to go TIG welding. Now I'm ready to have a go at TIG welding. I have my button on top, which will start my arc for me. It's dead until I push that button. I will form my little puddle and then I will move it along, putting the wire in. Take my finger off, hold it over the weld pull, and the weld is done. Now we're ready to cut. I have my air pressure set and connected. I have it into the cut mode. I've adjusted my amperage to suit the type of material to be cut. We're now ready to cut. I have the torch all set up with the nozzle on and the tip in place. I can lift that out and pull the trigger. Now I'm going to start my cut. I'm wearing a shade 6 eye protection. I start on the edge of the cut. I then pull my trigger and move slowly across the material